So what I am most thankful for is my daughters. I have two beautiful little girls, Zuri and Yara. Yara's story, how she got here, her name actually means rebirth. It's just a testimony within itself. About a year before she was born, I just knew something was going on with my body, that it felt really irregular. I just remember being at school because this is career day, and I remember feeling so dizzy that I just got up against the wall while the kids were in the hallway, and I'm like, no, something is going on. I went to the emergency room, and they're like, oh, we think that we know that you're pregnant. However, this is probably a chemical pregnancy because your blood count is so low. And so a few days later, my pain just grew more and more. And my OBGYN looked at my results from the emergency room, and she's like, no, I need you to come in. And I'm like, okay, if I'm pregnant, I just know that this is God sending me my boy. I was so excited. I remember going into the ultrasound. She's going through my stomach, and she was like, well, I don't see a baby there. She's like, let me check your tubes. She checked my tubes, and that's where the fetus was. She told me that I was having an ectopic pregnancy, so I would not be able to have a baby. There's no way that you can have a baby with your tube if the baby is in your tubes. So I just remember her telling me, you can take a pill, you can do this surgically, but you cannot do anything. They were talking about taking both of my tubes out, and I was just praying to ask God that I really wanted to give my daughter a sibling. I'm crying, I'm distraught. I called my parents, I'm scared. This is nothing that I wanted to do. When I woke up from the surgery, it was successful. However, they said both of my tubes were blocked, and the chance of me naturally conceiving was very slim. I'll go through postpartum. I feel very upset, but about 8 months later, I was pregnant with Yara, and I was able to have her. As far as this, where Zuri comes in, and while I'm so thankful for her, about a month after I had Yara, I was just up going through postpartum. I'm still rocking Yara. She's about a month at this time. Zuri asks to sleep with me, which is abnormal. I'm like, yeah, you can just sleep here. And my baby starts seizing. She has a very violent seizure at this moment. I call 911, and they're asking me all these questions. I really kind of black out because I really don't remember the questions that they were asking me, but I just see my baby non-responsive and seizing. I'm like, I gotta take her to the hospital. So I get up, I put my Crocs on, I pick her up, and I'm running out my apartment. And I just had a C-section, and so like I'm hurting, but I'm like, God, this can't be my story. This just cannot be my story. I need something to happen. They said that this may be a fibroid seizure. It's normal. About a month later, I go into her bathroom, and I find her seizing in between the tub and the toilet. She was on the floor. During that time, like, I'm really struggling faith-wise, because it's one thing for me to have to go through something, but it's another thing for my child to have to go through something, and I feel helpless. Anytime that she was sick, she would have a seizure. She would be totally out of it. She would be scared. We had to do MRI testing in May, and I end up getting the results on her portal that night, and her brain scans came back completely normal. Just seeing what she went through and just overcoming so much, I could always say, like, looking at my children is always just a constant reminder of God's love for me. So yeah, that's what I'm thankful for.